Hey kids, it's Grandma Angel. Hi. Today I want to have an experience with you. It's one we can do together. Do you want to do that with me? Oh good, I was hoping you would. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to use our imagination and we're going to create a happy place. We're going to have a wonderful time together. The first thing you need to do is get comfortable. So you can either lay in your bed or prop yourself up on pillows, or you can sit on the couch, or whatever you want to do where you will be nice and comfortable. Okay, are you ready? Me too. I'm sitting on my couch and I feel real comfy. So first thing I need you to do is to close your eyes. And now take a deep breath and let it out slow. Very good. Take another one. Oh, it feels so good. And one more. Excellent. All right. Now keep your eyes closed. And keep breathing. You don't have to breathe that deeply now. You can just relax your breathing. And I want to take a look at our bodies and see how they are feeling. Sometimes we get a little bit tense or tight and we need to relax. So let's start at the top of our bodies, our heads and our necks and our face, and make sure that it's nice and relaxed. All the way down our neck and shoulders and arms and hands, and even our fingers. And just tell them to relax. Let that peace flow through your body, just relaxing your spine, your back and your front, your hips and your legs and your knees and your calves and your ankles and your feet and even your toes. Wiggle your toes and then just tell them, oh, relax. That's the way. So now our whole bodies are nice and relaxed. We're breathing. Our eyes are closed. And we're ready to go on a grand adventure. All right. So I want you to use your imagination and follow along with me. Stay with me now, okay? Because we're going to do this together. First of all, we're walking down a path in a meadow that's full of beautiful green grass and all different colors of flowers. The day is sunny and bright. The sky is blue. And there's a few wispy clouds in the sky. The sun is shining. And we're walking on this wonderful path together. And we just keep walking and walking, and we see ahead of us some beautiful, wonderful big trees. And running through those trees along the path is a beautiful little creek or a brook, a babbling brook. And that has water that's just bubbling up and running down a little hill, and it's beautiful and so peaceful and joyful. We can hear the bubbling sound of the water, and it feels good to our ears, and it makes us smile. And we can smell the fragrance of the flowers as we're walking on the path. It smells so sweet. And we can feel a little bit of the breeze on our cheeks and on our bodies. And it's nice and warm. Not too hot, not too cold, just right. And so we start to skip because it just feels so happy. This is our happy place. And we're skipping down the path towards this little brook and towards the trees. And finally we arrive at the trees, and there's one particular tree that is so beautiful and so grand that it wants us to come and sit under it. And so we do. We just walk right up to that beautiful tree. We give it a big hug. And we say, thank you for giving us this wonderful shade. And we sit down on the grass underneath the tree, right beside this bubbling brook. Oh, can you imagine a happier place than this? We can see some squirrels scampering in the trees, maybe a bunny hopping around someplace. There might even be a frog or two in the water, and maybe a couple of fish floating by. It's a beautiful, happy place. And we smile, and it feels so good. Oh, we take another deep breath, and we say, thank you for this beautiful place. And when we lean back against the tree, we look up at the sky. And we see this beautiful blue sky with these fluffy little white clouds. And they're making all different kinds of pictures in the sky for us. What kind of pictures do you see in those clouds? I can see a little fluffy lamb. I can see a face. Looks like Grandpa. I can see a puppy. And I can see a fairy godmother. There's a dragon. Oh, that one looks kind of like a car or a truck, maybe. You know what this reminds me of? Sometimes I have thoughts in my head that just kind of float along through my mind, just like the clouds in the sky. And I don't always want the thoughts to be there because I'm trying to concentrate on something else. But you know what I think I could do? I think I can just watch my thoughts float by, just like I watch the clouds float by. I can just say, hello, thought, goodbye, and watch it fade away. You know, some of the clouds are fading away already. They just kind of fade away and dissipate into the sky. I don't know where they go, they just disappear. I think my thoughts can do the same thing if I tell them to. And then I can just keep the thoughts that I want to keep, because sometimes I need to focus. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think that's a really good idea. Don't you? Do you think that would work for you too? Well, let's try that. Let's just pretend our thoughts are clouds in the sky of our mind, so we can watch them with our eyes closed. We can watch our thoughts. We don't attach to them, we don't hang on to them, we don't try to grab hold of them. We just look at them and go, okay, I see you. Bye. And we let it go. Well, that was kind of easy. I kind of think that's fun too. Now I don't have so many thoughts in my head, and I can just focus on the one that I need to focus on. If there's something I need to do, like if I have, maybe I have to write a list of something I want to remember, I can focus on that. Or maybe if I have some spelling words I want to remember, I can focus on that. And the other thoughts that come up, I can just say, okay, I see you, goodbye, just like the clouds. That works pretty well. Maybe I have a task I need to clean up my room. And I could easily get distracted if I started paying attention to all the thoughts in my head. Or I could just say, okay, thoughts, I see you. You can go now. Goodbye. Just like the clouds floating away. And then I can focus on cleaning up my room. This is kind of fun, you know. I kind of like this. And I think my thoughts are starting to get the idea that that's what they need to do. Just float on through. Now I don't have as many thoughts floating around in my head. And I can see this beautiful, quiet, peaceful place, like the sky inside of me. So if I take another deep breath, and I let my attention go into my heart instead of into my brain, what do I feel in my heart? It's kind of peaceful there, isn't it? Because there's no thoughts in my heart. It's just my feelings. So I'm going to focus on the love in my heart. Because there's lots of people that I love and lots of people that love me. And there's even pets that I love and the pets love me. And there's things I like to do that I love. There's all kinds of things to love and be loved by. So, you know what? That's what I'm going to choose to feel right now, is all the love in my heart. And you know what else? That's where God's love is too. God's love is in our heart. And we can just put ourselves right inside of God's love in our hearts. And that's where we feel the deepest peace ever. And so we can just rest there for a moment and just feel the peace of God wrapping itself around us. Feel the love of God flowing through us. And feeling the joy of God making us happy. So we take one more deep breath. And we say, thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. And now we take that beautiful place inside of us and we hold it in our hearts and know that it's there anytime we want to go there. Because now we know how to do that, don't we? Just like we did today on this beautiful grand adventure. We found a treasure right inside our very own heart. And we're going to take that feeling with us when we open our eyes. And we're going to give that feeling away to everybody we meet and share it with them, because every time we share it, it multiplies, it gets bigger. That's what God does. Every time we give our love away, it gets bigger. It doubles and triples and quadruples until it gets so big it's cuckoo-plex. And there's nothing bigger than cuckoo-plex. And honey, that's how much I love you. And I'm holding you in my heart just like God holds you in God's heart. I'm holding you right now in mine. And I want you to feel all the love that surrounds you, because you are amazing. You are magnificent. You are a wonderful creation of God. And God is flowing through you all the time. So be happy and know that you are always loved. I love you, baby. Bye for now.